Okay, so we just got the first trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day, and in this video I'm just gonna go over my thoughts on the trailer. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So first, let me just say, I love the Spider-Man suit. This is potentially one of my favorite live-action Spider-Man suits, if not my favorite. Like, I don't know if it really beats the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, but this is pretty damn close, cause this is pretty much a perfect Spider-Man suit in my opinion. It is pretty much perfect, everything about it. The colors, the materials, the spider logo, the webbings, the mask, everything. I love everything about this suit. Hell, I even like the bulky web shooters. I think it's a fun design. And I also want to say I love how this movie looks, like the color grading and the cinematography. Like, yeah, a lot of the backgrounds is a little desaturated sometimes, but Spider-Man's suit pops out so much. Like the reds and the blues just pop out so much, and I love it. I love just the color grading of this movie. It makes it stand out a lot more from a lot more MCU movies, and especially the other MCU Spider-Man movies. Because this trailer makes this movie feel so much different from the other MCU Spider-Man movies, and I love it. It honestly makes this movie feel like it has more of its own identity, honestly. And I think it also kind of fits that a lot of the movie is kind of desaturated because Peter Parker is having a rough time. He is not really having that much fun after the events of No Way Home. So I feel like it fits that the movie is kind of desaturated, but I'm also happy that the colors of the suit pops out a lot. And I also think a lot of the shots are just beautiful. Like, especially one shot that stands out to me a lot is when he jumps off the building and you get a glimpse inside his mask. I know it's not exactly realistic, but I don't care. It's such a cool shot in my opinion. Just seeing his eye inside the mask and hearing his breathing jumping down there, I just think it is so incredibly cool. And one thing that is really exciting to see in this movie is that Spider-Man, he is poor, he is sad, he doesn't really have anyone in his life. And that is kind of refreshing to see because the MCU Spider-Man movies, he didn't really have a lot of those typical Spider-Man problems. Like, he had some, but not a lot of them. But here he has a lot of these typical Peter Parker problems. And I am really loving that. It is something I have missed with Spider-Man movies for many years now. Like, don't get me wrong, I love all the MCU Spider-Man movies, but I have kind of missed the regular Peter Parker stuff with him being broke, him not having the best life. So it is kind of nice to see, honestly. And I also love the little interaction he had with the Punisher in this trailer. Like, Peter Parker of course doesn't agree with the Punisher's methods. And I just love their interaction, and especially that line with Peter Parker say where he just says, "Go home." Go home! I just love the line delivery of that so much, I don't know why. And in this movie, Peter Parker is apparently gonna get organic webbing. And a lot of the time, I'm honestly not the biggest fan of organic webbing. I prefer web shooters a lot more. But for the story it seems they're going for in this movie, organic webbing could work, honestly. Like, Peter's DNA is mutating and maybe he'll turn into Man-Spider in this movie, who knows. But I am willing to give this storyline a shot. I think it could be great, and especially with like his mental health in this movie, I feel like having a transformation of sort could honestly fit the story pretty well. And I also think it's cool to see him interact with Bruce Banner, and Bruce Banner being like a professor at a college. I think that is pretty cool, and I'm excited to see what they do with Bruce Banner in this movie. And I also love this part of the trailer where they just recreate a lot of comic book covers. It is just really cool. And it's also really interesting to see that Spider-Man is going to be fighting the Hand. I am really interested to see how that plays out because the movie has a lot of villains, so yeah, I'm just interested to see how it plays out. I'm a little skeptical of how many villains there are, but I feel like a lot of these villains are probably for montages. Now, one villain I am real excited for is Scorpion. It took them 9 years to bring him in the movie because he was teased at the post-credit scene of Homecoming, and that was 9 years ago. So it took them 9 years to fulfill that post-credit scene. But he's finally here. And I gotta say, for this suit, I'm not gonna judge it too hard because we didn't really see a lot of the suit in this trailer. but from what we've seen, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's very mechanical, and yeah, I'm okay with a mechanical Scorpion suit, but I don't know how I feel about this one. It might be a little bit too mechanical, and I at least hope he's gonna put on a mask in the movie, because I just think Scorpion looks a lot cooler with a mask on. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. Overall, I am really excited for this movie. I am a huge Spider-Man fan. He is my favorite superhero of all time. So I am so excited for this movie, and I am so glad they made the movie street level, and we're having like a classic Peter Parker that is poor, that is sad. I am a bit skeptical about some things, like I feel like the movie could potentially be a little bit overstuffed with how many villains there are, how many heroes there are. But I am of course willing to give this movie a shot because it's a Spider-Man movie and it does look really good from the trailer. But anyways, I want to hear from you guys. What did you think about the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer? Let me know in the comments below. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!